Our customizable survey gives you the flexibility to survey any combination of participants. Our survey has been successfully implemented in both high school and middle school environments, providing schools with first-hand feedback and direction to strengthen their programs. Athletics and activities are an important extension of the classroom with many similarities. Gaining immediate feedback from your students participating in a program is the single most powerful way you can demonstrate the importance of activities and athletics to staff, coaches, administration, and your community. LifeTrack Services Athletic and Activity Survey Program makes this process quick, affordable, and professional. Perhaps the single most important feature for you is saving your valuable time to work on other aspects of the program. Rather than spending hours creating, scoring, and summarizing surveys, you spend your time analyzing the results. Experience shows us that the most appropriate time to work with a program is not when any aspect of the program is in trouble, but rather when everything is going smoothly. The key to success is to have data to use when needed. Participant surveys are only one piece of the puzzle in strengthening a program, and certainly not the only information that should be used to evaluate a program. Safety for athletic and activity participants is a primary concern for every program, and we find that many schools choose to incorporate questions regarding the teaching of proper techniques and participant safety into their survey. For you to have a database of participant responses that demonstrates your coaches emphasize safety and proper technique is very powerful if you ever have to face the unfortunate circumstances of dealing with a serious injury to a participant. There are many other important aspects of having data available, such as the inevitable parents who complain about the performance of a coach and will tell you everyone feels this way. When you have reports that indicate a different response from the participants, their argument loses momentum quickly. Possibly you're in dire need of facility maintenance or upgrades. Nobody speaks stronger to your community than your participants. Use their feedback as a communication tool to your public to rally support for the needs of your program and boast the many good things you're already doing within your program. An unbiased third party scoring and tabulating your results adds value and credibility to the data you share. The survey program. From your standpoint, getting started is extremely simple. Our dedicated staff will respond quickly to your needs and are available to walk you through every step of the process. Staff will share ideas outlining when and how to administer the Athletic Activity Satisfaction Survey to receive a high percentage of returned responses, as well as maximize the use of your valuable time. A high percentage of completed surveys will make the greatest impact on your data. These ideas are compiled from other administrators in the trenches each day working to improve their athletic program. We are here to ensure you have a successful survey experience. Once your completed surveys are collected, your work is done. Simply ship the completed surveys back to LifeTrack Services. A cumbersome survey project requiring many hours to complete on your own is completed with minimal involvement on your behalf, and you have data for use with coaches, administration, parents, and community groups, and your school board. People appreciate this type of data and will support the athletic program more as they see your efforts to make good programs even stronger. The survey. The ability for us to customize the survey for you is a key feature of our program. Experience shows that after schools utilize our program to gain feedback from participants, they often modify or change questions before completing the survey the following year as their needs or priorities have shifted. They may need to improve the clarity on certain questions within the survey, or perhaps the question didn't provide usable data. You will have the opportunity to change or modify your survey before each use. We want to provide you with the strongest data possible to meet your needs. There is little data that speaks more loudly than feedback gained from those closest to the program, and for you to have this information from the student-athletes or activity members helps strengthen the ties with all other aspects of your school and community. The beginning of the survey contains demographics of the program including gender, grades, up to 4 choices, participation level, up to 4 choices, and the sport or activity, up to 14 choices. The heart of the survey contains the 20 customized questions you have selected to address your needs or concerns. LifeTrack provides a question bank with more than 200 questions as a guide. You have the ability to use these questions as they are written in our question bank, reword a question to better address your needs, or create your own questions specific to your needs. We encourage you to spend an ample amount of time during the selection process, as this will be the basis for answers that guide program improvements. Consider creating a committee to assist in selecting the best questions to address your needs. Once your 20 questions have been selected, submit them to LifeTrack Services and we take it from there. Some schools have utilized the backside of the survey for open-ended questions which the school can review before returning the completed surveys. Open-ended responses will not be tabulated in your report, but will also be available for review when the original surveys are returned to the school along with your compilation report. The process. The following steps are set up to maximize the use of your time and make the process work efficiently and smoothly. The school submits an order form either electronically, via fax, or through the mail. Once LifeTrack Services receives your order, a question bank is emailed to the school to assist in the development of your questions. Ultimately, the school decides which sports and/or activities to survey. Within the program, the school also decides whether to survey all participants, varsity only, or put the survey on a rotation basis such as fall 1 year, winter the 2nd year, and spring the 3rd year. The school submits the sports and activities to be surveyed, along with participation levels and the grade levels the survey encompasses to LifeTrack. If a sport is offered for both boys and girls, to eliminate confusion, most schools have listed the sport as boys and girls. For example, boys basketball and girls basketball. Each survey form has a place for name, but most have chosen to have participants remain anonymous. You can decide to leave room in the name area for them to respond if they'd like, print optional, or please complete survey anonymously in the name area. Once you have selected your questions, submit them to LifeTrack as well. History has shown us that schools tend to select questions within the following categories: equipment, facilities, perceptions about participation, tie-in with academic performance, coach questions, trainer questions, and athletic director questions. These are merely reflections on how many schools have chosen to structure questions. Remember, these are your questions. Select them with strengthening your program as your primary focus. LifeTrack Services creates a draft survey and emails a copy to the school. Edits can easily be requested before final approval is authorized. LifeTrack Services prints and ships your customized surveys to the school so they can be completed by participants with a return label and instructions for administering the survey. Our recommendations regarding how to conduct the actual survey are: the athletic director or activities coordinator arranges a time with the coach or advisor to attend practice during the last 2 weeks of the season. We recommend that the coach or advisor not be present while the participants are completing the survey, and especially not be the person conducting the survey. Talk with participants about the importance of their feedback for strengthening the program, and informing them that their feedback will assist you in doing your job better. Explain that you want their honest feedback, so it can be evaluated to help improve the overall experience for future participants. Give each participant a survey and a pencil, and inform them they have 5 to 10 minutes to complete the survey. Completed surveys are collected without coaches or advisors reviewing. Participants observe the surveys being collected and leave the practice facility. This helps build trust with students. This process maximizes your time, minimizes disruptions to practice, and has a much higher response rate than asking students to fill out a survey online, either at school or at home, or to complete the survey and return to the office. Once all programs have been surveyed and completed surveys have been collected, simply ship the surveys to LifeTrack Services. Using a shipping service with tracking and delivery confirmation is strongly suggested. When LifeTrack Services receives your surveys, the following steps are taken. LifeTrack Services staff proofs the completed surveys before they are scored to ensure accuracy, making certain the bubbles are entirely marked and that there is no X's or check marks, as these marks do not scan or score accurately. LifeTrack Services compiles the data and generates the compilation report for the school. If this is a varsity-only survey, the report includes all responses for that season as well as responses by sport. If all participation levels are surveyed, the school decides how to report the data to maximize the benefits. The report format makes the data easy to view, as it is displayed in both bar graph and statistical table format for each question. The first section of the report includes responses from everyone taking the survey for that season. Subsequent sections have the data broken down by sport. If multiple participation levels are surveyed, varsity, JV, frosh for example, the data is further disaggregated to show responses by sport and participation level. LifeTrack Services works with the school to determine the best way to disaggregate and display the data to meet the needs of the school. Once the compilation reports have been generated and proofed for accuracy, a bound copy of your report is shipped to the school along with the original surveys, and an electronic PDF file of the report is emailed, allowing the school to print appropriate sections for coaches or easily share this data with the administration, school board, or community groups. Why LifeTrack Services is the perfect partner to assist you in strengthening your program. Athletic or activity surveys with data from participants provide a strong focus for program improvement strategies. Athletes, parents, and booster organizations are impressed with the school's effort to initiate improvement strategies and appreciate using the participants to gather input. Athletic directors don't have the time to create the survey, administer, compile, and report the results in a meaningful, user-friendly format. An unbiased third party conducting the compilation of results adds credibility and value. Years completing surveys for education provides experience to ensure a successful survey. The school administration and Board of Education will appreciate having this data and your efforts to make the program stronger for students. Individual coaches can use this data as a program improvement tool and a goal-setting instrument. Our nominal fee includes building your customized survey for your approval, printing and shipping the surveys to your school, compiling and reporting the data upon receipt of the completed surveys, emailing the electronic copy, and shipping the printed copy of your compilation report, along with the original surveys back to the school. Our experience has shown that booster clubs will often assist with costs as they value the process and the data gained. The Athletic and Activity Satisfaction Survey program outlined in this presentation is only one of the vital services we provide for schools. Other viable services include comprehensive high school graduate follow-up surveys, middle and high school exit surveys, athletic satisfaction surveys for parents, Title IX sports interest surveys, customized parent surveys, customized Title IX surveys, and customized surveys for any need. Please visit us at www.lifetrack-services.com to further explore our offerings.